We're often told to choose, build a strong body or cultivate a calm mind. But what if that's a false choice? A major analysis found resistance training reduces anxiety as effectively as frontline treatments like therapy or medication. It begins with an immediate chemical shift, a release of endorphins, dopamine, and serotonin that elevates your mood. But this goes much deeper than a temporary feeling. It's about fundamentally rewiring your body's response to stress. In this video, we'll break down the science of how strength builds serenity and how ASY Studio makes this connection accessible. How does lifting a weight translate to a lighter mind? The process starts with the principle of intentional movement. When you concentrate on your form and breath, you are practicing mindful movement, strengthening somatic awareness. Syncing movement with your breath shifts the nervous system from fight or flight to rest and digest, actively promoting relaxation. This has a powerful compounding effect. These meditative workouts show greater anxiety reduction and better sleep than exercise alone. Beyond the immediate calm, strength training builds long-term mental armor. The act of progressive overload is a direct model for building resilience. We have mindful calm and learned resilience. But what is happening deep inside your brain to make this all possible? Let's talk about a protein called BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. Consider it fertilizer for your brain cells. Strength training significantly boosts BDNF production. This protein is vital for neuroplasticity, creating new neurons and strengthening existing ones. What this means for you is a brain that's more adaptable. Higher BDNF is linked to improved mood, better cognition, and increased resilience to stress. Training also helps regulate your HPA axis, your body's stress command center, teaching it not to overreact to daily stressors. But what about the physical feeling of anxiety, the racing heart, the quick breathing? In a moment, you'll see how this is the key. Let's see how this science comes to life inside a studio environment. This is where theory becomes practice. Week after week, you add a little more weight. This tangible progress is not just physical, it is proof of your growing capability, boosting self-esteem. In a supportive space, movement is framed as self-care, not a penalty. This positive framing cultivates self-compassion. You're not doing it by yourself. Group settings provide a critical sense of community, which research shows is vital for combating loneliness. Now, let's return to that question about a racing heart. This is one of the most counterintuitive and potent benefits. Working out acts as a form of controlled exposure therapy. You intentionally bring on physical sensations like a high heart rate in a safe context. This teaches your brain that these feelings are not dangerous. It decouples the physical sensation from the catastrophic thought. This is exactly why the old no pain, no gain mantra is so damaging. Sustainable fitness is about working with your body's signals, not against them. So let's connect all the pieces. How does this system create a truly balanced state of well-being? Recall the BDNF, the brain fertilizer, and the confidence from progressive overload? You're rebuilding brain hardware and upgrading mental software. The mindful practice of focusing on your body calms you in the moment, creating the safe space needed for the exposure therapy to work. This entire process is magnified by a community that replaces judgment with support. It creates a sustainable routine that prevents burnout. Now we understand why resistance training is comparable to therapy. It is neurochemical change and psychological reprogramming working in synergy. Strength and serenity are not opposing forces. They are two sides of the same coin, forged together through intentional practice. ASY Studio is designed around this principle. It is a space where expert guidance helps you integrate these powerful practices. Here, you do not have to choose between a strong body and a calm mind. You learn to build both, creating a unified, resilient version of yourself. Stop separating your physical and mental well-being. It is time to find out what is possible when you train them together. Find your balance, find your strength, find your serenity, find it all at ASY Studio. Visit acstudio.com to begin your path to a balanced self.